Hey y'all, today we making homemade Cajun style meatloaf, so let's get started. Ground round is our go-to because it's lean enough that there's not a lot of fat render or shrinkage, but still has enough fat for a moist meatloaf. To the ground round, we add some finely chopped onion, green bell pepper, some minced garlic, fresh chopped parsley, some Cajun seasoning of your choice, a bit of dried thyme, some dried basil, a bit of table salt, and some cayenne puree. Now this is from the Louisiana Pepper Exchange. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like. A splash of Worcestershire sauce, and some tomato sauce. Meatloaf made with tomato sauce is called Cajun blush because of the pinkness that the tomato sauce gives to the finished meatloaf. Next is 1 large egg. And finally, some seasoned breadcrumbs. This is Italian style, but I've used garlic and herb flavor, spicy flavored, and just plain old seasoned breadcrumbs. They are all good, it just depends on your flavor mood. Then we mix everything together well. You notice we didn't pre-cook any of the veggies. If the veggies are finely chopped, they will cook just fine in the oven, so no need to pre-cook. Now we want our meat to be able to hold its shape similar to if you making a meatball. So if you need to add some additional breadcrumbs, that's fine. If you find you put too many breadcrumbs, add a bit of milk to loosen the meat up. Now let's put together our glaze using the remaining tomato sauce. We add some dark brown sugar. This adds a bit of molasses flavor to the sauce. But if you don't have dark brown sugar, light brown sugar, or even cane syrup will also work. Add some salted butter, a bit of your Cajun seasoning, and a bit of sweet and spicy pepper sauce. I use Tabasco, heated on 50% power in the microwave until the butter and sugar are melted. While the glaze is warming, shape the meat into a loaf that can be accommodated by whatever size loaf pan you're using. I actually have a loaf pan specifically for meatloaf with the insert, but I loaned it and didn't get it back yet. Y'all know how that is. So I'm just using a regular non-stick loaf pan. Once it's shaped the way you like, then pick up the loaf and place it in the loaf pan. If you juggle it a bit, that's okay. You can easily use your hand to reshape. I also use a spatula to go around the sides of the loaf to make sure that the sides and tips of the meatloaf are not touching the pan. As always, ingredients and measurements are in the description box. Pour half of the tomato glaze over the loaf and bake uncovered in a preheated oven for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, pour the second half of the glaze over the loaf and finish baking for the remaining 20 minutes. Bake for a total of an hour. Let it stand about 10 minutes before you take it out of the pan. And there you have it, homemade Cajun style meatloaf. Give it a try and let us know how you like it. And please consider subscribing if you enjoyed watching. And remember, when you mix a little bit of Creole with a little bit of Cajun, that's good eating. See y'all next time.